Yo, what's up guys? It's the Elephant, and you guys wanted this video, so I am going to make it. It is a update to the Viper SRT10 ACR X Finals. So, I'm going to be joining it, or not joining it, I've already joined it. But, yeah, I'm at 4th. I'm 153 wins, 126 losses, but all those losses have come to the guy right there below me. Kent Randall has given me every single loss, basically, that I've taken, because he's just targeting me. So all my wins and all of the losses that he has basically come from me then. I am not going to allow him to beat me in this event, and I will definitely make sure he will not get tier 1. Now, I doubt I actually have a chance to get tier 1 because I can't beat Alan or Lee. Lee basically appeared like 2 hours ago with an insanely good hand, which I can show you in a second. And then John, I can only beat him on like one of the track sets. But basically, my main goal of this is just to beat Kent and make sure Kent does not get tier 1. So I'm going to be playing 6 tickets since I'm going to be buying 5, and I also have this one right here. So let's see what we can do, which is basically just going to be me racing Kent for a lot of the races, just because I am not going to let him beat me in this event. Because if you're going to target me, hit me with a ton of losses, I am definitely not going to let you beat me in the event. I've already done it before in another event too. I just do not let it. I do not allow it to happen. Okay, the servers have been a bit buggy today, so hopefully we don't get stuck on an insanely long loading screen. Okay, we didn't for this one. But basically how I play the game is if you're going to target me, hit me a ton, you're basically on my top drives hit list. Anytime I see you in events, you're basically on that list now. So, sorry to you. So now anytime, I've got a few people on that list already that have kicked me out of winning carbon fibers before. So basically anytime I see them in events now, I just destroy their hands and purposely target them. But I mean, it's how you play the game. If you're gonna give me 50 losses overnight while I'm asleep, you're gonna get payback for it. And that's basically what's happening right here. He keeps on hitting me, so I'm gonna just hit him back with my hand. Because I can beat him on every single track set, because I have my 3 win conditions against him that I can beat him everywhere. So that's just basically what I'm gonna do. There's only actually 2 hands in the bracket. Oh, I forgot to show you guys the 2 hands, but there are only 2 hands in my bracket which can beat me, which I can't beat, which is this hand, and now maybe this hand too, because they have 3 of the RQ64 legacies, which is basically the key car of this final, is having that RQ64 legacy, and this guy somehow has 3 of them. I can beat him on some track sets though, which is basically just the 0 to 100 mile per hour because I get enough bonus points on him. But this hand I can also beat on some track sets, but that Subaru is just good, so my Subarus just can't beat it. He also has a 332 of the WRX STI Type RA, and then this guy is one of the really good hands. This is actually the top hand, basically, but this guy's ahead of him. This is the guy that showed up out of nowhere. He has 2 of the best Subarus, 1 max, 1 nearly max, the best standard tire car, another great Subaru nearly maxed, and a Lavorg. And then this guy is basically the best guy. He has the best hand. And so, yeah, it's pretty interesting, but I'm just then basically racing Kent. Well, yeah, I guess the only one I can beat here is Kent. So I'm going to race him, obviously. That's the obvious choice. So, 2795 will be fine on Twisty Road, City Street, no, Hairpin, you go City Street Small, you go Karting, and you go there. It's just I have my 3 win conditions. Also, the upgrades on my Subaru WRX STI Type RA, I have it at 133. So it is nearly maxed, but I did run out of fuse material of cars that I basically sacrificed. My only 2 cars I have left that are able to fuse, and besides my Aston Martin Bulldog prize car, is the new Suzuki Slick tire car, the RQ 59 medium ground clearance one, which is a really great car, so I'm not fusing that away. And then also the blue Vauxhall VX220 Turbo, because that's kind of a special car to me. I used to have it on my old main account, which disappeared because the motherboard on my tablet broke. So I'm gonna keep it then. It's sort of like my GTR R33, where I'm not really gonna get rid of it because it has a special connection to me with my old account. That's the same too if I pull, I think it's RQ50 now. The RQ50, oh, they got a new car, but I can beat that everywhere, so that doesn't really affect me. Like the RQ50 Chevy Camaro Z28. The one that's really a car that would be fuse material for everyone, but if I pull it, I am definitely going to keep it, because it was, I'm pretty sure, my second maxed out ever car. Second maxed out ultra rare, not ever car. I've had a bunch of like lower tier cars maxed, but that's my second maxed ultra rare after my GTR R33, which is a pretty interesting car to max out as your second maxed ultra. But that's also when I was like pretty new to the games and I didn't know like all the super meta stuff that you want to max out. So that's why my first maxed out was an R33, which isn't too bad of a max out, but it's not really like your first max out. Like on this account, my first max out was the Dodge Viper RT10 for ultra rare, my first ultra rare max out, which similar to the R33, except it was better. Like it was a lot more useful. Like all around, it helped me a ton through the campaign with having it maxed, when it's also 323. But hopefully, okay, the servers didn't die, which is good. So let's see who we're up against now. This guy I can also beat pretty easily. Mark, can I beat him on this one? No, because he 323'd his Impreza. That's the thing. That's a bit annoying. That's a bit of an annoying thing with this event, is anyone that actually 323's their stuff then, I can't beat. So that's a win, that's a win, that's a win, that's a loss, and that's a loss. So these should all be good now. Hopefully, as long as my one Subaru doesn't lose on the City Street Small, but I'm pretty sure I've tested it before and it doesn't. So yeah, the WRX STI Type RA is a good one. And that handling is especially useful, but it's just not very flexible because it has a very bad, I'd say, 0 to 60. It is really good, but compared to all the other cars, its 0 to 60 is pretty meh. Like, it can't really keep up with anything on any of the city streets and stuff, unless it's like medium and it's a car that's also pretty slow. Now, this Impreza is actually a pretty nice one. I mean, it doesn't really have that great of stats, and my Impreza beat it, but I'd really like to have it, but that's also because I'm an Impreza fan, so I'd really take any Impreza. I do really want this Legacy, though, because it's a great car, and I do like high RQ four-wheel drive standard tire cars that are good. Like, actual good ones are really nice, because I have a nice collection of good four-wheel drive standard tire cars. If you can see right here, four-wheel drive standard tires, I have a Max 750D X-Drive, a Max TL SH all-wheel drive, which is a car not many people max, but it's just such a good RQ65 that I have it max, plus it beats the CTS Coupe everywhere. I have a CTS Coupe, I have a Metropolis, and I also have a CX-9, plus I also have this S350 4MATIC, which isn't really a car I'd suggest maxing out. It does have like 90 MRA, but the handling in 0 to 60 is just so bad, it loses basically to the CX-9 everywhere, unless it's like somewhere with like a bunch of fast. And then I also have the CT6, which I do want to max sometime soon, probably when I'll need it for a final or something. And then also a Volkswagen CC, which I've had for a long time now, 303 days. It's a great one too. I want to max that at some point, but I just haven't had the time to, because all my fuse keeps on going into a bunch of other cars for finals and stuff, like into my Subarus right here, this one, and also this one. That's where all my fuse is gone. So that's a win, that's a loss, that's a loss, that's a win right there, and that's a win. Very nice. I'll probably skip through this because it's Kent. You already know I can beat Kent, because Kent decided to race me a ton, so Kent gets his loss. Yeah, but, I mean, maybe we can get a tier 1, but I highly doubt it. John will probably hit me a ton. Oh, okay, good. The game didn't crash. I thought it might have crashed there. But my main goal is pretty much just secure the deal with the Viper, and that's it. Now, can I beat Mark? Or John? Because I want to see. So that's a win. It's just annoying that my Subaru isn't maxed, and I'm not sure if it can beat a 332 one. And now that's probably... Now, I probably could win that, though. Then I got my grippy guy right there, but I don't want to risk it. Like, I don't want to risk it and then end up losing. What about this guy, though? Win, that's a 323 as well, but I could place that there. No, because he 233'd both of his legacies, wow. And then he's got the WRX. So that's interesting, though. He 323's his Impreza WRX STI version V, and then he 233's both of his legacies. And then what's this tuned? And he's got it, and he's 323'ing the Epic as well. That's just strange. But yeah, so it looks like I'm pretty confident in getting that Viper. We're probably gonna get that Viper, which is very nice because it'll be a great addition to my American collection. But I mean, there isn't really a but. I'm getting a great car out of it. I'm only getting one carbon fiber, though, most likely in the end, but we'll see. You guys will probably see in, like, 2 hours when I post that video, and I'll see probably in, like, also 2 hours, because that's when the finals end. But we'll see what happens, and, I mean, if we just get one carbon, that's fine, too. We might get something good out of it. Plus, I already had that great carbon fiber from the monthly challenge with that epic Porsche and then that ultra rare Porsche as well, which, the epic Porsche, maybe we can get another epic from this carbon fiber, because then I'm going to start working on my new legendary project, which I'll show you in a second if I haven't already told you guys, but maybe you don't know. So yeah, that's a win right here. I'm actually very happy with this Subaru. It's 0 to 60 is nice for a 4-wheel drive performance tire like Subaru, I guess. So it's actually a pretty strong car. But my new legendary project, oh, I actually want that Mahari. Let me keep that first before I end up accidentally selling it, is my Lamborghini Aventador SV. It's a car I've had for such a long time. Actually, let's see how long I've had it. 378 days, 2,444 races, 82% win ratio. Since my Gunpowder Apollo S is now maxed out at 2.4102. So yeah, it's basically the new legendary project. Unless maybe I want to work on the Viper, but I'm not really sure if I will. So the Lambo is the next priority for max out. LC2 would be a pretty nice one to work on as well, but I feel like the Lambo, it gets a lot more areas where it can be used in, so I feel like it would be a better max out. So yeah, that's basically going to conclude it for this video. I will have you guys, I will have the event rewards out soon with what I got with the Viper, most likely, because what's the gap now? I'm at 700 and bottom's at 300, yeah, so Viper is basically sealed. I've got a 400-point lead, and I also have gold that I'm willing to spend for tickets if something random happens in the end, but there's really only like 4 hands I can't beat, and every hand down here I can definitely beat, I know that. So, thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this type of content, make sure to like, subscribe, hit the bell, do all that cool stuff. I'm Yellowfin. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.